Something just happened on Pi Network's testnet that changes everything, and 99% of Pi holders have no idea it's even happening right now. I've got blockchain evidence that's going to blow your mind, But before I reveal what I found, you need to understand why this matters, and what it means for the future we've all been waiting for. Stay with me because what I'm about to show you is verifiable, it's happening right now, and it's going to answer the one question everyone's been asking. If you're still holding Pi, this is the video you cannot afford to miss. Before I dive into the evidence, hit up my Telegram and Facebook page right now. Links are in the description below. That's where I'm dropping real-time updates and breaking news the moment it happens. You don't want to miss what's coming. Now let me show you exactly what's happening behind the scenes that nobody's talking about. So here's what's happening that nobody's really talking about. There's solid evidence showing that GCV is now live on Pi Network's testnet environment. I'm not talking about rumors or some random tweet. I'm talking about actual on-chain activity that you can go verify right now. The core team and their partners are actively running tests with real ledger transactions. These aren't fake screenshots or marketing stunts. This is legitimate blockchain activity that shows real progress toward the mainnet we've all been waiting for. What makes this different from all the speculation we've seen before is that we're dealing with hard evidence. Let me break down the technical stuff in plain English so everyone's on the same page. When we say on-chain, we mean information that's permanently recorded on the blockchain itself, stuff like transactions, wallet balances, and smart contract activity. It's all stored across a distributed network that's locked in with cryptography, can't be changed after the fact, and anyone can check it. That's completely different from off-chain data, which is just sitting in some company's private database where nobody can verify anything, Now, the testnet is basically a practice arena. It's set up exactly like the real mainnet will be, but everything running on it uses test tokens that have absolutely zero real-world value. They're free digital tokens that developers use to test systems, find bugs, and make sure everything works smoothly before launching for real. GCV on the testnet is like a dress rehearsal. It lets the team work out all the kinks without putting anyone's real assets at risk. Everything I'm telling you is based on stuff you can actually verify yourself, We're talking screenshots from blockchain explorers, transaction logs, raw data pulled straight from the testnet. You can see wallet balances, transaction histories, addresses sending and receiving tokens. It all creates a trail that proves these systems are actually functioning. Every transaction has a unique hash, which is basically like a receipt number, and you can look up every single detail using a testnet explorer, from wallet interfaces showing balances to confirm transfers on the blockchain. The evidence clearly shows that things are working. But here's where I need you to pay very close attention because this is super important for protecting yourself, These test tokens cannot be traded, sold, or moved to any exchange. Everything stays locked inside the testnet sandbox. The core systems appear to be working and getting tested, but this is absolutely not a launch announcement. These tokens have zero monetary value right now. You cannot sell them, you cannot trade them, and they cannot be transferred to any exchange, If anyone messages you offering to buy your GCV or sell you GCV tokens right now, they are 100% trying to scam you. Block them immediately. Even when testing goes perfectly, that doesn't mean we're launching next week, The whole point of testing is to discover problems before they affect real users with real money. Things like token names, economics, and technical details can all change before exchanges start listing the actual mainnet version. The official launch only happens after everything is completely stable, and independent security experts have audited the entire system, For those of you who want to check this evidence yourselves, and honestly you should, here's exactly how to do it safely, First, get the transaction hash from a trustworthy source. Second, go to the official Pi Network Testnet Explorer using only links from verified official channels. Third, paste that hash into the search bar and you'll see everything: sender address, receiver address, amount, timestamp, block number, all the confirmations, Critical warning here, only look at the data, never share your private keys, seed phrases, or recovery passwords with anyone for any reason, I don't care what they promise you or what emergency they claim, never give out those credentials. Stay informed through official channels only, the Pi Network blog, notifications in the official app, and verified social media accounts with the checkmark. Wait for official announcements from the core team instead of jumping on every rumor you see online, Protect your account by keeping your recovery phrase offline on paper in multiple safe locations. Never save it digitally on your phone, computer, or cloud storage, Ignore every single offer to sell GCV or migrate early. Don't try trading based on testnet data because it means nothing for real-world value. Use blockchain explorers just for verification and always practice good security habits, Looking ahead, we should expect more testing tools to roll out, followed by comprehensive security audits from reputable blockchain security firms. There'll probably be public beta testing where regular users can stress test the system under real conditions. When those audit results get published, that's going to be a massive milestone. After that, the core team can finally announce a concrete mainnet launch plan with actual dates and details, The mindset you need here is a marathon, not a sprint, GCV showing up on testnet with verified transactions is real technical progress. This isn't hype or marketing fluff. This is actual blockchain development happening right now. Your job is to verify everything independently, keep your private keys locked down tight, and only trust official communication channels for accurate information, Now let me give you my honest opinion on all of this, After watching this space closely and analyzing the evidence, I genuinely believe we're finally seeing the Pi Network core team deliver on their technical promises. The testnet activity isn't just smoke and mirrors, it's real infrastructure being built and tested. That said, I'm staying cautiously optimistic, I've seen too many crypto projects overpromise and underdeliver, so I'm not going to tell you this is guaranteed success. What I will tell you is that this is the most concrete progress we've seen in a long time, and it's moving in the right direction. My advice: hold your position, stay patient, and don't let frustration push you into making emotional decisions, The people who succeed in crypto are the ones who can wait through the boring building phases while everyone else loses interest. If you've held this long, you've already proven you have patience. Don't throw that away now when we're actually seeing measurable progress. But also stay smart. Verify everything yourself. Don't trust random people in Telegram groups promising insider information, and never ever share your credentials with anyone you know. The Pi Network journey has been frustrating, I won't lie to you. But this testnet evidence tells me the core team is serious about building something real, They're doing the unglamorous background work that doesn't generate hype, but actually matters for creating a functional blockchain. That's what separates real projects from vaporware. If this breakdown helped you understand what's actually happening with Pi Network and GCV, hit that like button right now, It helps more frustrated Pi holders find real information instead of getting caught up in scams. Drop a comment below and tell me, are you feeling more hopeful about Pi Network after seeing this evidence, or are you still skeptical? I genuinely want to hear your thoughts. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you catch every update as this situation develops. We're building something potentially historic here, and the people who stay informed and patient are going to be the ones who benefit. Stay safe out there, keep your keys secure, and I'll see you in the next video with more verified updates as they come in,